What's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and we are going through the best parlay for today. So, a common misconception about parlays is they can't be profitable. We're going to debunk that in this video. We're going to talk about parlay betting strategy. So, essentially, if you find two or more good bets to include in a parlay, and both of your bets have a mathematical edge, they're positive EV, right? They're positive expected value, then your parlay will be profitable. So, the first bet I have, you can see it's on the top row on OddsJam. 4.77% profit margin is White Sox on the money line minus 101. So when you're using OddsJam, kind of the quick rundown is look for the bet in bold with a circle around it. That's the bet you want to hit, right? That's the bet you want to hammer. So White Sox minus 101 is an incredible bet. We can see that Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, they've been ripping towards them. So the White Sox actually opened as underdogs. All of the early action, the early sharp action was coming in on the White Sox. So now you can see they're favored on most sports books, right? Bet Online and Pinnacle, two of the sharpest bookmakers, have them favored. And Pinnacle has them, minus 116 odds. We're able to pick them up minus 101. Very tight market width on this play as well, right? Very low juice baked into the sportsbooks market. So this is an incredible bet. And then the second bet I have is right here, Giants on the money line minus 120. So once again, ridiculous value, right? Pinnacle's all the way down at minus 134, only 10 cents in market with. Bet Online all the way down at minus 128. So two legs in our MLB parlay. Both are arbitrage bets to Pinnacle, right? So we have very high confidence that these bets are profitable. And a lot of value in these plays, right? Clear pricing discrepancies looking at the betting markets in the sharp sports books like Bet Online and Pinnacle. So I went ahead, I hammered it for $2,020, and I like placing my parlays on WynnBet because you'll notice that they give you a reward. So it's a kind of random reward, but you can see right here it's $2,020, what they limited me to at plus 265 odds. And we'll go through the math here in a second. But essentially, like on WynnBet, if you place a parlay, they'll use your reward points and give you a random reward, which could be NASCAR tickets like I got, which I definitely will not be taking advantage of. But regardless, that's what I ended up winning for my draw today. But anyways, so let's get into the parlay and the math behind this parlay. So we have the White Sox and we have the Giants on the money line. So what we're going to do, what we need to do, is we need to figure out the win probability for both of these teams, right? So we're going to use real-time betting odds from Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook, the most efficient betting market, to back out the true odds and the true win rate for our bet. So we can see for the White Sox, Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, they're pricing them all the way down at minus 116, and they're giving you the Twins at plus 107. So essentially, the true price for the White Sox is going to be minus 111, which we can see right here, and we're getting minus 101 on WynnBet, so we're getting, 10 cents better than the true price. On OddsJam, you'll notice all of the bets you're placing, right, you're getting better odds than the true odds. So currently the best bet available on OddsJam is Brewers minus 3 on the run line on Caesars. The true odds are plus 172, plus 171.92. We're getting plus 190 on Caesars. In Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook, they're all the way down at plus 161. So we're getting a lot of improvement to their odds, which is what you always want as a sports bettor. You always need to be looking for value if you want to be a data-driven, mathematical bettor. So because we're getting better odds than the true odds for White Sox money line, this is a great bet. This is a profitable bet, and the win rate is 52.64%. Then we need to do the same thing for the Giants bet. The Giants are, as you can see, slightly bigger favorites. So what that means is they're going to have a higher win rate, right? They're going to have a higher win probability than the White Sox, right? The more favored a team is on a sportsbook, the more likely they are to win, right? Sportsbooks imply win probabilities for bets through their odds. So Pinnacle's giving you plus 124 on the Diamondbacks, minus 134 on the Giants. We can pick up minus 120 on WynnBet. So ridiculous value. And the win rate for the Giants, who are minus 134 odds, is 56.19%. So we now have our two bets in our parlay. We're staking $2,000 and $2,020 at plus 265 odds. And we have the win rate for both of our wagers. So what we can do is we can multiply these numbers together to get the win rate for our parlay, right? The White Sox winning has no correlation to the Giants winning, and we know the fair win probability for both teams to win based on real-time market data, which encompasses all available information in the sports betting market from Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So this is a very good indication of the win rate for a team, right? So essentially, we're day trading sports, we're finding line inefficiencies, and we're taking advantage of them. Long story short, that's what we're doing. White Sox minus 101, incredible bet, very tight market width. Same thing with Giants minus 120. So I went ahead, I locked in this parlay, which is winning 29.5% of the time. So 29.5% of the time, we're going to be winning 5.3 Gs. The other 70.5% of the time, we're going to be losing our stake of 2020. So the EV of our parlay is $161, which is ridiculous. And free NASCAR tickets. Don't forget the free NASCAR tickets. But 8% edge, right? When you place parlays, the profit margin of your bets, it compounds, right? So if you're placing unprofitable bets, like most square sports bettors are, like most American sports bettors are, most sports bettors in general are, the sportsbook, their profit margin compounds because the bets are unprofitable. But when you're finding sharp, mathematically profitable bets like White Sox minus 101, the profit margin of the parlay actually compounds. So two incredibly good bets, very tight market width, parlayed them together. 8% edge, $161 in EV on this bet. Insane. So lock it in. Let's make some money.